Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, and this is Fatma. So let's start. Today our topic is marginal rate of substitution. So what is marginal rate of substitution, or simply MRS? It is the slope of an indifference curve. I have already made a video on indifference curve. If you want to know about that, you can watch that video. So it is the slope of an indifference curve. So the slope of an indifference curve is negative. So that's why MRS is always negative as well. It is the rate at which a consumer substitutes one good for another while maintaining the same level of utility. For example, if a consumer is for example consuming 10 units of a good Y and 2 units of good X, how much units of good Y he will have to give up in order to gain one extra unit of good X while maintaining the same level of utility as before. So this is an indifference curve. The slope of this curve will be MRS, marginal rate of substitution. See. So these boxes, these triangle-like boxes, show the MRS. Like here, 3.5 kgs of apples have to be given up in order to gain an extra unit of bananas. As it slopes downwards, the MRS diminishes. So this is how it is calculated. Change in good Y divided by change in good X. Now the question is, why does it diminish? Why does MRS diminish? So this diagram shows that when we have more of good Y, we are willing to forego more of it for extra unit of good X, but as our supply or as our quantity of good Y decreases, we are willing to let go less of good Y. That is because when we have less of something, its value is more. When we have more of some good or commodity, its value is less. As you must have learned in the marginal utility approach on the cardinal theory, that marginal utility of a commodity diminishes as we attain more quantity of that good. For example, at first chocolate our utility might be 10, and then on the second chocolate it is 8. Or marginal utility total is 18, but the marginal utility that we derive from one additional unit diminishes, and from when we consume another chocolate, the third one, the marginal utility becomes 6. That is the reason for diminishing MRS. When we have more of Y, its utility is less to us. So when we and bananas and utility is more, the apple's utility is less. So here the utility of 3.5 kgs of apples equates or is equal to the utility of one banana, because that's what we are getting. We have to forego 3.5 kgs of apples in order to attain one extra kg of banana. Then further down it becomes equal. We have to let go of 1 kg of apples in order to attain 1 kg of bananas, and so it diminishes after that, because we have more bananas and apples and less apples than before. So that's why our bananas utility is more than our apples utility. So we have to let go less of apples to attain extra unit of bananas. As at point A, the consumer has more of good Y, so its utility for him is less. That is why he has to give up more of it for one additional unit of X. As the quantity of Y decreases, the utility of Y increases. So consumer will have to let go less of good Y in order to gain one extra unit of good X while maintaining the same level of total utility. We can think of a real life example, like if you have 10 chocolates and 1 packet of chips. and you want another packet of chips, you will be willing to give up 3 or 4 chocolates and to gain one packet of chips. But when your supply of chocolates decreases, you become protective of your chocolates, so you don't give up that many chocolates to gain an extra unit of chips. Just like that, if you have one or two chocolates, they are more valuable to you. If you had 10 or 12 chocolates, they would be less valuable to you. So and that's the reason of diminishing MRS. It diminishes with each extra unit. Okay, thank you for watching.